Hey guys, last night we did our very first live stream episode of the Birds and the Beast podcast, sponsored by KinkyCandyOnline.com. If you missed the live stream last night, you can still catch it online on Facebook. The link will be in the description. Another version will be on YouTube soon with like a whole bunch of text and graphics. But as of now, check out the link in the description to see last night's live stream of the Birds and the Beast podcast, sponsored by KinkyCandyOnline.com.
Hello world, and welcome to a new episode of the Birds and the Beast. I am your host, Colin Mill. I'm here with my two co-hosts. Guys, do what you do.
Yo, it's KF the Deaf French. How y'all doing?
Hey, it's your girl Harley.
It's actually been a while since we did an episode of the Birds and the Beast. The last one we did was September 30th, and that just now got online. So we apologize for the wait. These last couple of weeks were pretty harsh. We did record an episode of The Cypher, but because of how bad things were at the time, I have not posted it because a lot of it is us just ranting about how fucked up things were getting. Like, things were really bad for like the last couple,
last month.
Yeah, for the last, let's say, well, these last two months. These last 2 weeks wasn't too bad, but the previous 8 weeks before, whoo,
God.
that was the hardest.
Oh my God.
Individually, all of us went through. We lost family members.
Oh,
we had family.
right after back to back, like 1 week, and then the next week it was me, then it was Frenchie,
and then it was you.
Right.
Like,
and don't forget, during that time, my mom had the brain aneurysm. Both of us lost our cars
at the same
at the
time.
exact same time.
Same week.
So it was a really hard time. It was a very hard time. And maybe one day I may release the podcast. Maybe a year from now, when things are better completely, I'm like, hey, look how much things have changed in the year.
Or,
maybe I may drop that episode. But
or if they ask for it.
If you guys want to hear that podcast now, maybe I'll drop it sooner. But since so much has happened since then and things have gotten better, I feel like why come back with the negative? Let's just focus on the positive. So that's the reason that episode have not been released. The last Birds and the Beast just now been posted online for your listening pleasure, and we're now back with a new episode. It is now about to be what is it? It's December what?
December 10th. Oh God, it's December already?
Right?
2 more days?
About to
2
be.
more days what? It's already
3 more
December.
days.
It's already December.
3 more days for a certain day.
That's different.
That's a certain day, but we're going to take that on another place. Or another day.
But it's the holidays,
The holidays.
And,
hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Right. Yep. Hope y'all ate good. Hope y'all, do what y'all do. And we're ready for the whole holidays. We put the whole in holidays, people.
Exactly.
Don't
forget Santa baby.
Wait, who put the hoe in holidays?
I'm putting the whole in holidays.
I see why you would put the hoe in holidays.
I'm putting the whole in holidays.
Excuse me, if I'm Santa, who's going to be Mrs. Claus?
I don't know.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's a big woman.
Yo, what do you think they're doing in the North Pole for the rest of that year when they're not doing nothing? They better be smashing.
Yo, I would hope so.
Like, Santa better be eating the box that will hold the whole rest of the year. What else are you doing,
Yo, where you think all them elves came from?
Right?
Santa and Mrs. Claus were smashing the whole time. Those are kids. They're like, hey, we ain't got to pay if they are kids,
Word, right?
We'll just put on our taxes that they're elves. So we get some type of cash back, something. We can get something out of that. But, the reason why I say people put in the whole in holidays, because this is when the hoes really come out. Like, you want stuff for Christmas. You want that new car. You need that new Benz. You're going to go see that sugar daddy. Like, hey, Merry Christmas. And it's crazy, because the thing about women and men, we have to buy you guys gifts. Y'all can literally give us the same shit every year for Valentine's Day, for Christmas, for our birthday, which is, good old vagina.
Wait. Whoa.
What man is, like, even though a man gonna feel a certain way, he's not gonna be upset with that present all the way. Like,
Be upset.
like who's gonna go, vagina again? Like, God damn, I got this a few months ago.
That's like an itch in there somewhere, because I'm like, yo, babe, like, I really wanted you to buy me, like, this nasty shirt that I really wanted, or something like real.
I'm the type of guy, you can't buy me nothing for Christmas because I already bought it myself.
Basically.
Like, I impulse buy a lot. So it's like, people ask me all the time, like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? Like, whatever you think about buying me, I already bought it. Like, isn't that...
But, it just makes sense, though, because we have a habit of just, like, going online, like, oh, that's cool, and then getting it, not realizing that, yeah, we might just need it in the future.
Right? Like, and you guys know me. I don't like depending on nobody. I don't want to depend on somebody to get me something anytime. It's just like, I'm gonna go get that,
Yeah.
Like, people's like, hey, whatever you want, I'm gonna get it for you. I'm like, I can't even tell you what to get me because what I'm ready want, I'm planning on getting in a week or two. So it's like,
Basically.
like, if you don't think I'm gonna wait for Christmas to get it, like that's not happening.
Like, unless you're gonna get a whole new new truck for me? Like,
Yeah, there's no need.
I don't know what to tell
You
you.
gotta get to try for me for Christmas. You have to buy something that is like something I wanted, but I was like, I don't need it right now. And you was like, oh, I'm gonna get that because I know he don't need it, but I know he want it. Mm-hmm. Which is like, maybe an old movie on Blu-ray or something like that.
Well, for you, if besides vagina, what would a girl want to like? What would you want a girl to give you for Christmas? If like, just say anything. Like we saw MI6 the other day. What did she give you a?
I already bought it. I already bought 1 through 6 on Blu-ray. How do you think we watched the movie?
Fuck, never mind.
like there's nothing. I'm telling you. Like, when I realized that.
We watched the movie and I realized.
Yeah, you passed out. You passed out before the 90 minutes even went by.
Yeah.
and the movie was way longer than 90 minutes. So you slept through the whole 2 hours and change. Like you saw the first 15 minutes, and I was like, I saw the movie. I saw the movie.
All right, then, so what if?
But here, let me tell you. I noticed when I was 14 years old that it was gonna become an issue that people are not gonna be able to buy me anything. You know when I realized that? Right. Will Smith had came out with iRobot. Y'all know how much I'm a Will Smith fan. My mama knows I'm a big Will Smith fan. So what she did, she went ahead and got the movie, which was technically the bootleg at the time, I believe. It could have been a real actual DVD, but it wasn't. But at that time, I already bought the real DVD of iRobot. So my mom was like, "Hey, look, I got you the new Will Smith movie." I was like, "Oh, I already got it, ma. Thank you though. I appreciate it, but I got it, And after that, my mom was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna give you money from now on."
Yeah.
And well, technically, she didn't even. You know what she does now every year? What? She just buys me the stuff that what people need, which is like soap. Water, not water, deodorant, stuff like that, body spray, every year. It never fails. At the end of the year, my mom, not even on Christmas, it'd be New Year's.
But you know what? It's going to be like that until you have kids.
I'm okay with that. Because I be forgetting to buy this stuff sometimes. So like, oh yeah, I do need some deodorant.
My mom now, she don't even give me presents. Forget about it.
Go straight to your daughter.
It's all about my child. I'm just like, really, Mom? But it's cool though, cause I be like, she be like, oh, who got this for me? I'm like, me and grandma. Like,
man, if I have a kid, I ain't buying my kid no expensive shit right away. Especially if they're young. Nah, I'm getting you some bootleg shit. I'm buying you the Soldier Boy game console. Fuck that shit. You know that's the thing, right?
They're making game consoles.
No, he's not making a game console. He basically drop shipping some, bootleg China shit that has a whole bunch of games built in already, and put it and slapping Soldier Boy on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But I buy my shit I buy that for my son before I buy my PS4. Like nigga, you not even 12 yet. Like I didn't get my first PlayStation until at least I was into at least the double digits. Like you're not getting. I mean that's not true. I had a Nintendo when I was younger, but
My first Nintendo I was 10.
Nah, I was at least 6 when I had my first Nintendo. To playing Super Mario, but you know what? If I had a kid, I would buy that same Super Nintendo right now. I'm like, you're not ready for the new stuff, because the Super Nintendo back then is nothing compared to the PS4. You couldn't find a way to accidentally spend $100 on a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo. Ain't no way. You put the game in, you just playing the game. That's it.
Not even just that, like. You could not put cheat codes.
Right. No, what I'm saying is, if you give a kid a controller today, they won't know they're buying a microtransaction. They don't know whether they're buying shit. Yeah. They could be accidentally buying a whole bunch of shit, and just because your credit card information is connected to that account, the Super Nintendo ain't got none of that. That's why I'm gonna get myself, because they got the PS1 out now, and they got the the regular old Nintendos and stuff. Yeah, the vintage stuff. I'll get my kids the vintage stuff. Like until you old enough to understand how this works, you're not playing with mine yet. The PS4 for me. That's Daddy's game system. This is your system. Learn this system first. Training wheels. This training wheels. Training wheels.
Start for where I start.
Plus, there's a lot of sexing games now. Games are a lot more sexier than I remembered. Like when I was younger, the sexiest game to me was Duke Nukem. I
remember that.
Like back before Duke Nukem, besides Duke Nukem, it was like sex was like, it was very. Like whenever when you will play Rampage, and then every while then you go back to that sexy secretary lady, and then you go back to the game, and then that was it. That was the little sex you get, or maybe sometime in the window people might be like, oh my god, I like it.
Okay, when graphics became better in the WWE games or any game that has wrestling, there was a bunch of stuff. The Divas was like, Sable, I would definitely take you down.
I think the one that did really took it up the notch with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
with the prostitutes.
Auto was the shit.
Forget about it. After a while, you start paying hookers to have sex with them. All you have to do is drive to a secluded area.
Yep.
My nephew showed it. I'll never forget. He showed me in Vice City. He came over, even though he's like a year or two older than me. He came over. He's like, yo, you know you can have sex in this game? I'm like, what? He's like, look. Get in the car. Start beeping. And you know what's crazy? I never thought about it as a kid, but as an adult, that shit literally is teaching you how to pick up a hooker.
Yeah, it is.
That's legit teaching you how to pick up a hooker.
That's exactly how to do it. That's
The legit way how to do it. Now, I've never got a hooker a day in my life, but I be driving and I see it, and I know what it looks like now because of the game. Like easy, I be just driving, and I'm like, I know what you're doing down there. Girl, go home. Go home, girl. You can do better than this. Don't do this to yourself.
That's a dub. I'll get this.
But it's crazy how many girls out there are actually, selling ass, yo. Like this is a way of life. It's a way of life.
Right, it's a life.
Like this hustle and flow shit be real, It's like I won't go too many details into this shit because we all in this car may know somebody who knows somebody who's living their life.
That is a fact.
But
know a few.
Women in 2018, well, going on in 2019, there's too many opportunities out here to be selling your ass.
Even if it's not for New York, leave and go somewhere else. There's more opportunities.
I don't know. Maybe because I don't have pussy to sell, it's different for me. But I don't know. Do men just come out of nowhere and just be offering women money for ass? Like, girl, I'll give you $500 right now if you just let me hit it.
It's happened to me.
It's happened, but
it's happened on like regular social media. Like we talking about just regular Instagram, and it's just like, listen, your face, those titties, like. Let me just, it's just like, what? Like, are you really? I thought about it. I would be lying if I sat here and said I didn't think about it, but I thought about it. I'm not about that life.
Shit.
I couldn't be a hoe.
I mean,
I don't think mentally I can do it. That's why, like, sometimes women are stronger than men, because mentally I don't think I can do all them bodies.
I won't be able to do it.
I was losing my mind at one point. I started, and it's crazy because I've heard stories of pimps will be like telling stories about like women who. They're reaching that mileage point. Like, yo, she up there in the mileage, bro. At one point, she's gonna snap. She can't take any more bodies. And that pimp like, nah, bro. She can handle it. And then,
she snapped.
She fucking snaps. Stabs the nigga. Ah! I can't take that anymore. And it's like, one, as me, more for me, that's why I realized that, it's definitely a moral thing in here. I couldn't sit here and tell another woman, like, hey, girl, I'm gonna need you to go out there and suck this nigga dick. All right? Do that real quick. Like if I can't suck a dick, I ain't telling you to go suck a dick. All right, that's not my place.
Well, that's like
if I ain't sucking dick for money, I ain't telling you to go suck dick for money. Okay. Like there's too many other ways. As soon as the girl tells me she thinking about selling ass, I'm like, did you even try to sell anything online first?
Exactly. It's
eBay.
easier and safer to sell shit online at home than it is to sell your ass, because you could be in a dark alley and motherfuckers be like, I want it, I'm taking it.
Not even just that. It's just the simple fact, like, a guy's gonna sit there. A guy can easily sit there and be like, all right, listen, like, you're gonna suck me off. I give you $150. All right, fine. But look, I'll give you an extra $20, and you suck me off without a condom. But then you don't know that he has some kind of STD, and you put that in your mouth. Like, in your mouth. Like, that is disgusting.
Man, I couldn't.
For what? For $20?
I couldn't tell a girl to do that shit, man.
I don't think I could even offer a girl money for sex. That's just not me. To me, that just go against everything I believe in.
Time out. Well, I haven't given any female money for sex. I mean, fuck.
You can't contradict yourself because you did say time out.
Right? Like, what do you say? Like, pick a side, nigga.
There's a side to pick.
Like, did you?
Yeah, I would never. Like, I never did.
It's interesting that guys, like, now I'm stepping out the relationship. Like, so now I want to know, did you?
No, never did. Never paid for sex.
One, I've never had the opportunity to, and two, I don't think I ever will look for the opportunity to. Have I had niggas who brought up the situation? Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
I've definitely had niggas like, yo, man, let's go over to such and such. I heard these bitches be fucking for bread. No, thank you. Like, I've definitely heard about different spots where it's definitely going down.
Yeah,
people doing some couple strange things for a couple change.
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Exactly, you know what I mean? And that's never been my forte, Y'all know me. I'm very old school. I romanticize every fucking thing, So, we ain't reliving Pretty Woman today. I tell you that now. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Woman,
So,
walking down the street.
what I try to do when I meet people is try to let them know, not to know, not like I'm coming to their face like, hey, I'm saying hi, I'm not trying to bag you right now, but in a way, you know, I try to come unalarming as possible, but like, hey, this is legit, this is me talking to you, guy talking to a woman, that's it, there's nothing more. Like, there's been times, like, I remember I was trying to hire a girl to do some writing on our website, and at first she didn't respond, and I'm like, yeah, I hope you don't think I'm trying to bag you. I ain't legit looking to hire you as a writer.
Have you ever had a situation like that where you're like talking to somebody and they think that you're like trying to bag and it's just like,
oh my God, trouble at work for that shit. I'm dead fucking ass. This girl I was fucking harassing her.
Oh yeah. Tell us the story about that shit.
Okay, so there's this girl on my job, right? I do security. And, you know, I try to follow everybody at my job because, you know, one, I want to know the people I'm working with. Mm-hmm. And two, I also, you know, in case shit goes down in the museum, I want to know where it's coming from. You know, like if it's easier to peep game if you see it from a mile away. You know what I mean? Like, you know, all of this, you just got to pay attention to the comments and, you know, stuff like that. But there's one of my coworkers, I know that she likes old movies, and I'm like, cool. You know, I basically grew up in a nursing home, so I know nothing but old movies. You know. So one day, I sent her a message on Instagram. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but there's an app where you can see these movies for free and in HD. Give her the link. She goes, oh, cool. I love old movies. I'm like, I know. I seen it in your posts, you know? But here they are. Enjoy. She's like, thanks. I go, anytime. Leave it at that. Nothing else. Never even hit her up again after that. Now, back at work, I do my rounds, you know? I gotta walk around the building. And every time I do my rounds, I talk to everybody on the floor because there's a lot of employees in this building. So, you know, I look at everybody like they're family. You know, we in this together, you know, like we see each other every single day. You know, shit go down, I'm here to protect you. So we're family, you know what I mean? Especially for me as security, I need to feel like y'all family to even want to protect y'all asses anyway, you know? If I don't care about y'all, shit go down, you're on your own, you know? So, of course, I want to look at each of y'all like my family members. Like, yo, I'm here to protect you. We in this together. Whatever you need, I got your back, you know? So I see her. So I go, hey, did you check out the app yet? She's like, oh, I didn't have a chance yet. You know, we sit here, we're talking about, you know, old movies, we're talking about Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, the Rat Pack, Ocean's 8, the original one, and stuff like that. I think she was telling me she was doing a video for something. I'm like, yo, you have any help with a video? Let me know. This is what I do, you know? And I kept it, but that's it. Left it out, walked away. Like, all right, see you later. You know, I think I saw her one more time, and I did act out with the top 3 Frank Sinatra songs. My favorite top was, Nice and Easy. The Way You Look Tonight. Right? Yeah, Frank Sinatra. The Way You Look Tonight. And I want to say New York.
Yes, I was about to say.
But that's so cliche. But if I had to pick something else, it's Dance With Me. But those are my top 3. And then she told me her top 3 and whatever. Like I guess I call her off guard because she expected to hear like, oh shit, this nigga that had 3 Frank Sinatra songs. Like, I told you, I do this. You know? Walk away. A whole week go by. I don't talk to the girl again. You know, like I said, wasn't trying to bag. Just being nice, regular conversation, that's it, right? So I'm hanging with one of my other coworkers. She's like, yo, have you spoken to such and such recently? I'm like, yeah, like a week ago. She's like, how many times have you hit her since then? I'm like, I hit her up like once. There was like 3 times in that one day. It was literally the same conversation, and that was that. She goes, huh? And so I'm like, okay, what's the for? She's like, yo, she says you've been harassing her, been sending her messages nonstop. I'm like, say what? Try to go on my Instagram real quick so I can show her these messages. Like, no, not today.
Today. Not catching me.
So I go all over my Instagram. Can't find the message for nothing. I'm like, where the fuck did the messages go? I'm just going through all my messages. I'm finding messages from 232 weeks ago. Can't find that one message with her. So I'm like, did this bitch block me? What the fuck? From what? For sending her a link? Like, hold the fuck up. So she proceeds, she goes ahead and continues to tell me the story about how this girl claims I've been basically hitting her up nonstop, basically cyber stalking her. And I was just like, nah. And she's like, I know that don't make no sense. She's like, I know you, Miles. That don't sound like you. I'm like, that's not me. That's not. And I'm telling her, and so she's like, oh, I've been hearing this girl is definitely, she'd be like, she's a psychopathic liar or whatever. This girl was making stuff up, and I'm just like, well, I can see that now. Like,
She's just an attention seeker.
right? So apparently, I spoke to a few other people at my job about this, and they didn't like to hear this because they all know me. They're like, nah, like not Miles. Miles is not doing this. Miles not blowing up nobody's stuff like that, right? So that her story switches from, oh, it was from messages to something he said in person, and then I'm sitting here like,
bitch, what did I say to you?
right? Like, what did?
Besides, how was your day go?
Right? Like, what did I say to make you think that I was trying to hit it? You know what I mean? And then somebody else said that shit. She said eventually, oh, maybe I misread the situation. And by the next morning, guess what messages popped back up in my DM? I found a message out of nowhere.
God.
That means she unblocked the nigga. But that's what I'm like, I'm not adding you again. I'm not even saying hi to you no more. I am.
But that could have gone, like, way worse.
Shit, who you telling? There's people who died from little accusations like this. Emmett Till died for something. Like, he did whistle at a woman, ain't got killed for it. There's dudes who've been in jail for years for accusations. So like, seriously, like, this could have been bad, like really, really bad. Cause this girl is like the most whitest white person you've ever seen in your life. So this could have went like really bad, really fast. And I'm just sitting here like screenshotting the messages now, making sure like, I need my proof now.
Yeah, basically.
Like, cause
And you need to just keep it like don't even like, completely ignore her, but just on some high and by.
Keep at a distance, like a pole, like to keep the Grinch distance. What was it?
I don't even know what the great thing just was, but I was just planning on avoiding this
3 1/2 and a 9 foot
like,
pole.
if I can avoid her, I just going to. Like, if I can just, when I'm doing right around, just, walk away at her, see me real quick, like,
Or just don't look past her and don't look in her direction. Just, I ain't see this bitch.
right? Like, I ain't for you. Like, oh shit, you there? Oh shit.
Oh, my bad. Look, I gotta go that
And
way.
if
Right.
you guys see you head by,
Like, hey, and then keep it pushing.
or head nod, just.
And it's crazy because it's like, one of my other friends, when I told her the story, she's like, when we first hung out, I didn't know whether you was trying to hit on me or not too. It was after the second time we hung out, I realized like, oh, you literally just want to hang out. And I was like, yo, if I wanted you would know. I don't come with a friend approach when I meet someone I like. If I like you, I'm coming in hot and heavy like, hey girl, I'm digging you right now, and I'm doing all I can to hold myself back right now. Like, we need to do something tonight. If I don't come in with that, you good, okay? Like, if I don't come with that approach, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to be hang. That's it. Sorry guys, we with some lights, and we was wondering if those lights were for us, but no. Okay.
It wasn't.
No.
But anybody else had that, baby? You had that type
Or you were too nice, and then someone mistaken for something else.
I have that literally like all the time. I had one.
I think it's harder for women than for men because every dude don't know the difference when a girl is being nice and when she be flirting with a nigga.
Oh hell yeah! They throwing up sick. Unless you had the Brian treatment from Family Guy with the chick said, "I want you to hit it," and he's like, "So, we're gonna go out or we're gonna get in," and the guy's just waving it in like, "Yo, she wants you to take off and inside her."
I know what
like,
you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like, I've done messed up friendships by accident because I'm like, oh, does she like me? I don't know. She don't like you at all, bro. Not at all. Not
Oh hell
at
yeah!
all.
There was times where I thought girls liked me, and it was like, "Nah, I just see you as a really good friend." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but there's definitely times where I'm finding out that a lot of girls who was just like, they thought I was after one thing and then they around me and they're like, oh, he's just really a cool guy, I guess. I hate to say nice guy because my thing when it comes with nice guys is if you're nice, you ain't got to say it. People just know. You know what I mean? When like people are like, oh, you're such a nice guy. I'm like, I guess. I don't know.
What it is.
Because there's other people who think I'm an asshole. So, like, I guess, you think I'm a nice guy. I appreciate it.
But it's like, why would you naturally think that everybody's assholes though? Like, what about you don't like that you gotta be like, oh well, he's an asshole. Like,
No, I think it's the shit that you do that makes it.
I think it's my bluntness that make people consider me an asshole. Like, I could be very blunt. I tell the truth as it is.
That is very true.
Yeah, I don't sugarcoat shit.
No.
I don't. So that's why people are like, come on, man. You know, just be a little nicer. Like, fuck that. I know what it is.
I remember that one time when we got in the car. What's his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Kobe.
And he's just like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just here just to be here. And you was just like, well, shit, get the fuck out. You ain't gotta stay here. Just get out. And I was just like, wow, this escalated very quickly.
Fuck. I'm like,
very quickly.
And I didn't even know y'all knew each other before. That's the.
That's what I remember. I just remember a friend he hit me up like, hey man, my boy is with it. You mind come with us? I'm like, sure, why not? I didn't want to, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. A friend of friendship, a friend of mine. Why not? They come out the building, and I see the guy, and I'm like, I know this man. This man is a pathological liar. This must be the theme of this show, the pathological liars.
Pathological liars.
Because this guy came to my studio one time with a whole bunch of beats, like, yeah, these are the beats I made. And my cousin, Chris, rest in peace, God rest his soul, he's sitting there, we listen to beats, like, yo, man, this is a Kid Cudi beat. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. Go on YouTube, play the song. So we run up to him, hey, man, so you said you made this beat. He go back to the other room working on his song. Oh, okay. Start recording. This guy start getting on the mic. He goes, demons. Stop the day. I'm like, no, not today. We're not recording this here.
No, we're not.
No. I was raised in the house of the Lord. We ain't doing this. You can get the fuck out with that. And he's like, all right, I got mad mixtapes anyway. So I'm like, all right, you got the mixtape, just bring them. Then we'll just push the mixtapes in. Never can bring the actual mixtapes over. So we stopped messing with the dude. Like, all right, you're not really about this life. So fast forward like a good 10 years later, there you go, Frenchie, Harley, and this man. So I'm like, you know what? That was years ago. I did see him one time when I was working at FedEx, and we had an actual full-blown conversation. So I'm thinking, you know what? That was behind, all that stuff was water under the bridge. So he gets in the car. I'm giving everybody, a handshake. Hey, what's up? Hey, guys, giving everybody a dap. What up? I turn to him to give him a dap. He don't even look me in the eye. Looks straight ahead and goes, nah, not doing that. Like, what? Yeah, I'm not giving you a handshake.
But you just left it in my car.
I'm like, but you're sitting in my car. Like, what do you think you're gonna do? Nah, man, I'm just here. I'm gonna sit with y'all. I'm gonna smoke, and I'm gonna go.
Facts.
And I'm sitting here like, no, you're not. I'm like, you're not gonna sit in my car. And right?
And the car was
not
running.
Even had the audacity.
And the car was running. And then he asked him again, turn the car off. We're not
he
going.
put the car in park and sat there. Was like, I guess we're gonna just sit here. We just gonna sit here. Nobody is touching no lighter. Either you get out or you shake my hand.
You gonna acknowledge me in my car.
Exactly.
That nigga got out.
He sure did. We sure just left and continued on. I think we did like 2 or 3 podcasts that day.
Yeah, right. Like, hey, you missed out, bro. Like, I don't know what he was on. Okay, like he said, you know what you did. And I'm like, what? Kicked you out the studio because you came with some fake beats? Like, nah, we're not doing this. And that's why I say some people consider me asshole.
No, that
was the
funny.
truth, nigga. That was blunt truth.
That was funny. He was disrespectful. You can't. Listen? If you know from looking, you saw, and you knew automatically, like, I'm not fucking with him. Like, then you shouldn't have gotten in the car. Period.
Just tell me your friend.
Avoid the embarrassment.
Right? Yeah.
Like, just avoid it.
Like, people, that makes you look bad, and I'm sure that must have messed with his ego, because it's like, damn, once again, he kicking me out.
That's the last time I seen him.
What do you mean?
Nah,
no, it was not.
But we're not going to go into that story here. We're not going to go into that story here. I know. I remember what happened next.
If y'all want to know the story that we're talking about, hit the link, subscribe, and actually want it. What story are you guys talking about?
Anywho, so guess what show is about to come back on the air?
X on the beach.
I've been avoiding seeing any ads, and the other day I walked into the train station, big old ad right there on the Penn Station. Like, Thursday, December 20th, make sure you check it out, X on the beach.
Why didn't you just save it for New Year's?
So what?
I would have saved that for New Year's. That would have been a New Year's resolution for exes.
Not
just to watch
really,
that.
because I mean, TV shows they kind of air out shows based on like what season it is.
Right.
If you got like, if it's like sports season, they're not gonna really play all that drama stuff. They're gonna wait until like sports die down. Just like, yeah.
Yeah, because by the time the show ends, Super Bowl will be coming around.
Yep. Super Bowl, WWE with WrestleMania,
WrestleMania.
like. Then the springtime's coming in. Nobody's gonna be
And
home to
basketball.
watch TV.
Have we ever mentioned X on the Beach on this show?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have, right?
Yes, we
Birds
did.
on the Bees, no.
I don't know if we mentioned Birds on the Bees. I know we did that one episode when we were talking about the Bachelorette and the proposal.
Yeah.
We did talk about the proposal.
That was more like Macklemore Miles, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Speaking of proposal, this is an update. Everybody remember that episode. So if you don't know what the proposal was a show on ABC. I believe it was ABC, where people will go on and they'll meet three guys, and right there and then they have to pick one guy to have proposed to them, and supposedly go ahead and get married with. So they had Lisa Ray from you ever seen the Players Club?
Yeah, I think I seen one episode.
No, the movie. It's a movie. Episode like what?
I think I seen one episode because that's the only movie out. Players Club.
The disappointment in his voice. It was so genuine.
Yo,
You ever, all right, since you want to say shows, you ever seen all of us?
all of us?
Yeah,
Think so.
that used to be on UPN.
Yeah, I think so. The name sounds familiar. Yes.
She used to be the one to lead on that show.
Oh, okay.
So she did an episode of Proposal, and it was between this the guy and this other guy, and they proposed, and she ended up picking the black guy, and then they got on social media. There was a live stream on Instagram, and you see everybody celebrating at the house with the guy, like, yeah, we're gonna get married, this is gonna work, and da 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 da. And then I think maybe a month ago, or maybe a few weeks ago, I go on Instagram. I'm like, I wonder what happened with that situation. Proposal over. Engagement's gone. No wedding. I'm just sitting here like,
Why?
I don't know. She said it just didn't work out. But it's just like, how do you people? But here's my thing. Why do people think you can, get engaged with somebody on day one?
They actually have shows.
Yeah, my mom watched that.
shows.
Yeah, my mom watched that stuff on TLC. Married in 90 days.
Oh yeah, 90-day marriage.
Yeah, all that stuff. People just up and went like, yeah, I'm gonna marry you. You look cool enough for me.
No.
That's
If you gonna do
dangerous.
that, that I think that's desperado. That's desperate.
It is desperate. You're that desperate. You're just like, yo, I need to get married. This may be my only chance. Like, what?
Might get married to a hot girl. Yeah. What?
No, don't get me wrong. Finding love is hard.
Enough.
Like, it's hard. Like, y'all two are lucky back there. Y'all found each other. But for the rest of the world, it is not that easy, And I'm not even speaking for myself. I'm just speaking for the rest of the single people in the world. And everybody just wonder, am I gonna be single forever?
No, you're not. Some of them do. Like seriously.
Hey, I'm starting to save money by not going to dates back to back anymore. So I'm just like, I don't mind being single a little bit longer. I'm thinking I might be single I'm just gonna take a break for a year. I'm just gonna be single for a minute, cause
On purpose.
On purpose, I can't right now. I can't.
So
But I'm not even mad. I wasn't. My plan was not to get with you.
that was not.
That was
supposed to be any type of
not
plan
part
like
of
that. That was-
my agenda for the day that day.
It just happened. And even before we started dating, mad people thought we was really there. I was like, no.
But not for nothing.
And you
though.
hated my guts.
I couldn't stand him. Oh, my
Different story, different times.
I'm sure y'all told this story on this show.
plenty of times.
On
I
one of
think
these
I said the
shows.
story like 100 times.
Maybe.
Because it's just the truth. Like, oh,
Yeah, you took advantage of me.
I did not.
You did.
I did not. Carl, help me out here.
No, Carl. Stay out of
Hey,
it.
man,
You want to jump in?
Hey, y'all can take advice from me. I'm still dealing with my situations right here, man. And
Ask a single person.
so what?
You can't ask a single person.
I'm a single person, but it's because my heart ain't in the right place right now to be trying to deal with a new person. You know what I mean? I always tell people, like, if you're not over your last situation, don't be trying to start a new situation.
Oh, that's the worst.
You know what I mean? And I've tried to before, but at the end of the day, you just still find yourself going, still miss that last person. And that person could be, like it's complicated. It's complicated.
complicated.
So, what I want to leave this episode with today is that, the landscape is different these days. You can be too nice to people, and then people think you're trying to, get with them. You could be, trying to get with everybody and, still not find what you're looking for. There's no real winning in these situations when you think, well, I shouldn't say that. When you're single, it feels like there's no winning. Everything just feels like an L,
When you're in a relationship too.
Even in a relationship, everything feels like it's an L?
Yes. You have your moments where it's just like, oh God, why? Like, but yeah. Yeah.
Can you please go into detail?
Explain yourself.
No, that's a whole other episode. That's a whole other episode.
Stop taking my line.
He already started to wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Like, it's time to go.
You're like, hey, we're already walking towards the door. Where do you
It's a
leave?
left turn. We in it now. Nah, it's a left turn. We don't keep that for another episode. Bird.
But what I say is, if you want to be single, and I was thinking I would have to stop being so freaking nice because people may take my kindness the wrong way. But if you're just a kind person, be you. You shouldn't have to change. There's gonna be it's something people. I always tell people, when people judge you, they're not judging you on you. They're judging themselves through you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if somebody's like, if you're really coming out of the kindness of your heart, and somebody coming at you like, oh, you being creepy, they're the ones that's creepy. You know what I mean? They're the ones that don't understand simple kindness. And if you're looking for something in the world, what can I say about the world? The world it's a funny place now, and there's somebody for everybody. I trust and believe I've seen them all. Everybody, there's definitely somebody out there for you.
You've seen the best, but I know you've seen the worst.
I've seen
my fair share.
I don't want to say worse. Everybody's somebody.
Lowest.
I'm not even saying lowest. I'm just saying, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. Ain't nobody better than anybody. But I'm just saying, the people that you would be like, ooh, who's gonna love you? There's people out there who love them. So don't think that you're not gonna find that one person. Now, if you're not looking for love, you're just trying to get some ass, then hey,
That's a different breed.
that may even breed. People out there just want to fuck. There's plenty of people
There's plenty of people that does that, but still.
I guess I just want to tell you guys who just want to fuck. Try not to fuck the guys or girls who are looking for love, because y'all looking for two different things, and that's gonna end horribly wrong. So if you're looking for ass, only look for people who want ass. If you're looking for love, deal with people who's looking for love. Figure that out from the jump street, and do not let attraction and get in the way of that. Like, oh my God, I like them too much. I mean, not when I say attract, I mean physical attraction, like, oh my God, they're sexy, oh, I love those eyes, ooh, blah, all that stuff. Don't let get in the way of,
look deep.
Chasing somebody that you don't need to be chasing. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do that. A lot of people be like, oh, they're so pretty, or they're so handsome, but that's not exactly what they're looking for. And I want to say, sometimes maybe you should deal with the people that you don't find attractive, because they probably will treat you right. But I think at the same time, that's probably a bad idea, because what happens when you get upset with them, all you're gonna see is that ugliness. Yeah. All that ugliness is gonna be in your face, like, oh, look at that teeth, oh, look at your eyes, like, oh, I hate how your hair look. Like, all that hate gonna come out of nowhere, and it's just not gonna be pretty. No pun intended. So
you gonna end on that note.
But on that note, like I always tell people, be upfront with what you're looking for, and think of others before you do the things you do. You don't know who you're affecting. You're not in this world by yourself. But on that note, this was this episode of The Birds and the Bees. I'm sorry, this episode is short. We did 3 episodes worth. It was the last episode.
Yeah.
That episode was 90 minutes. So you guys, if you really want to hear us talk.
We started talking in that last episode. We forgot that it was recording. We just kept going. He started reading out the topics, and we was just like, I thought you were reading out ideas or just shows that we already did. I didn't realize there was that one episode. I was like, damn, that's 27 different topics. What were we doing?
The list can go on, ladies and gentlemen, of what last episode was. So enjoy the last one, and hope you enjoy this one.
Until next time, world. Much love. God bless. 2 pieces of chicken grease. I'll see you later.
Good night.